Gjergjaj. Before we hear from our fifth knockout in his 27 professional wins, I think it's fair to say the Haymaker is back. But now he turns his attention to the 31-year-old Kosovo-Albanian, the Cobra, who has amassed an impressive record to stand undefeated at 29-0. 21 of those wins coming via knockout. The Cobra stands 6'5" and recently weighed in at 112 kilos. His size, his strength, and his speed are all going to be big elements in this fight against Haye. The Cobra's 29-0 resume is the second going to fight one of the best. Now I'd like to hand you over to the Haymaker himself to say a few words.
Thanks, Andy. Thank you, everybody, for coming down. It feels nice to be back again, getting in the ring so soon. The fight on January 16th against Mark Demori, it was my big comeback fight after 3.5 years of inactivity. But what I said from the start was I wanted to fight regularly. I wanted to get some momentum going in my career and wanted to expose boxing to the masses. That was my plan from the start, and I believe it was a big tick regarding the first fight. It's a sellout crowd at the O2 Arena, a nice crowd, great viewing figures. Over 3 million people watched it on Dave TV. It was a big success in my eyes and the eyes of many people who were there and watched on TV. Right, and now for the second, now for the Heyday 2. I wanted to get an opponent who was A, bigger than me, B, undefeated, and C, was fast and who could move. If you look at the top guys in the division, you have Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and even hopefully Anthony Joshua. All these guys are taller than myself. So I wanted an opponent who was taller than me. I wanted to get used to punching up. And I've got him, the Cobra, Arnold the Cobra, undefeated in 29 fights. It's hard to argue with that resume. He's beaten, I think, 3 or 4 undefeated fighters himself. No big names that jump out at you, but when I remember fighting Jacob Fragomeni, he was undefeated in 21 fights back when I was a cruiserweight, and he probably gave me one of my toughest fights to date. And on his record, there was no real big standout names, but when you're fighting somebody who's undefeated, you got to do something a little bit more than the regular. You have to break that unbeaten run, and 29-0 is a tough record to get to. If it was that easy, there would be many fighters in the heavyweight division with it, and there's only one, and that's the heavyweight champion, WBC heavyweight champion, Deontay Wilder. I want this fight. I'm speaking to a number of terrestrial television networks and freeview channel networks to screen this particular fight. My plan, as I said from the start, is to bring boxing back to the masses. There was an amazing fight that happened on Saturday night between Chris Eubank Jr. and Nick Blackwell. It was an amazing fight watched by millions, but unfortunately I think everybody's fully aware of the very, very unfortunate circumstances surrounding Nick Blackwell's health and the fact that he's unfortunately been induced into a coma to alleviate the skull or brain situation that he has. Really left a bitter taste in my mouth, which should have been a fantastic night for British boxing. It's now got everybody's. It's all people are talking about. Should boxing be banned once again? We have this same. You have this kind of negative spin on the situation, which is obviously a negative situation in its own right. But a true warrior. Both guys, conduct himself great. Everybody wishes Nick Blackwell a speedy recovery, and I think it's pretty clear that when I believe he'll come round. I believe he's a fighter. I believe he'll get back to full health. But I believe it's pretty clear that his boxing career, his competitive boxing career, is most likely over. So sort of with that being said, as a gesture of sort of goodwill, I'm going to donate 10% of the money that I receive from obviously ticket sales to donate to Nick Blackwell to do with what he will, because possibly this fight against Eubank was his last big paycheck, and I know what it's like coming through that level. He's 25 years of age. If my career would have stopped at 25, I would have had to have got a job. I would have had to have learned something completely new to, secure my family. So, as much as I believe everyone can do to recognise his talent, recognise the unfortunate situation he's in, and he's only in that situation because he's so tough, because he's got such a big heart, because he's what British boxing want in their fighters, and that's someone who goes out there and puts it on the line. So I'd like to, wish him, and his family, all the best. Going back to Haye Day, we've got a nice undercard who Steve will give you a closer rundown of. But we're looking at getting big musical acts. We're looking at getting lots of entertainment, and it being a real nice carnival feel when people are there. It's not just your typical boxing event, and anybody who was there at the first one will contest to that. It's something that I've wanted for a long time, and the masses will be able to watch this fight, and I'm 99% sure this fight will be on a Freeview platform, so everybody will be able to watch it free of charge. So now I'll stop waffling. I'd like to wish you all a very good day, and I'll see you all later.
Thank you very much, David. I'd like to now welcome David's trainer, Shane McGuigan, up to the stand.
Yeah, no, David's come off a great win against Mark Demori. We've been back straight in the gym, ticking over, something that he hasn't done in the past. He's sort of enjoyed his victories a little bit too much, but this time, straight back in the gym, and we're going to one step closer to achieving his dream. And with all the heavyweight champions out there, as David's mentioned before, everyone's bigger than him, and in his next opponent, we wanted to get somebody that was going to replicate those champions, because none of them currently want to fight him. So we chose Arnold, and I think he 29-0, fast, tall, good step back, good lean back, punches quick, and he's going to be a real handful. I think he's going to bring out the best in David. And since the win with Mark, we've just been, as I said, just been straight back in the gym, and everything's starting to click even more. His punch selection, his speed, his movement. He's getting more and more accustomed to being at a slightly heavier weight, and I'm really excited about his future. And I think he can beat anybody in the heavyweight division, given his opportunity.
Hallo England, hallo London, hallo Hey. Es ist für mich immer noch sehr spannend, dass ich jetzt gegen Hey boxe und kaum zu glauben, gegen einen der besten Boxer in dieser Welt zu boxen. Ich bin sehr motiviert und komme da an zum Gewinnen. Es ist so, ich hatte noch kein so einen großen Gegner wie Hey, aber ich habe Sparring gehabt mit Tyson Fury, Wladimir Klitschko, Tony Thompson, Kubrat Pulev, und mit allem ist es gut gegangen. Und jetzt vor mir am 21. Mai wird David Haye im Ring stehen, und ich bin sehr motiviert, und wirklich diese Nacht wird eine Schlacht geben, und ich komme hier zum Gewinnen. Und ich verspreche euch, dass wirklich ein toller Kampf wird. Und seit ich angefangen habe mit Profikarriere, habe ich immer gesagt, für mich gibt es nur einen Sieg im Ring rauszusteigen. Dankeschön.
Okay. Hello everybody. I will first translate what he said, and then I make my comment. It's very exciting to be here, he said, to fight one of the best fighters in the world. I have no scare, he said. Had trained with the best ones in the world, and he know what is feeling. And he will be here the 21 of May, and there will be a real battle, and there's only one winner, and the better win. It's okay?
Yes.
So, of my part, let me introduce you. I'm his coach.
Tell us what he said about Tyson Fury.
He may spar with Tyson Fury, Cobra, Pulev, and Klitschko.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Can I finish now? Okay. Yeah, let me introduce you. I'm his manager and coach, and I want to introduce himself because people say he's unknown and whatever. If you look his story, I say every one of you knows Rocky. Rocky, he is for me the new Rocky. He comes from Kosovo, Albania. He comes 2000. He comes to Switzerland. He was a war refugees, and he started boxing with 15 years old. He makes 65 amateur fights. So he win most of them, and then we changed. 2009, we changed to professionals. And before we changed to professional, I was with him in Berlin, and we make sparring with Marco Huck. That was his first sparring in professional side. And it was a good sparring, so I decided to start this long career now, 9 years ago. What's happened between? Now we have 29 fights, all wins. No names, you understand, there was no name. There was also no money. No money, no name. But we train like profis, like professionals, like world champions. We train with, how do you say it, with 2 times or with Fury. And he go as southpaw, he go to Klitschko. Not as normal, as southpaw he train, and he chose them 2 times. And we train also with Klitschko's trainer Fritz Dune. We prepare all find his career for just this moment. And we are waiting the big opportunity. We had the opportunity to fight Wilder in January, but they preferred Spilka because there are more Poland in USA than Albania. But now we will fight David Haye, and for us it will be a big fight, a big challenge, and I'm sure that our Rocky will win the fight against David Haye. Thank you.